Hey, weekly update time. So, book updates first. Stormlight, I'm going to bump up to Bing 56%. Skyward Legacy is still at Bing 28%. This is not surprising. This was a holiday week here. I did get some good work done, but I lost some time to hanging out with family, which I do not begrudge. It just means that things are just a little bit slower this week. So I feel safe putting it at 1%. I got more like 6,000 to 7,000 words, but 2% would be 8 to 9,000. So we're going to go with 1% this week. So big, exciting news. From now on, we are using the actual title of Secret Project 3, which is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, one of my favorite titles I've ever come up with. It is available for purchase today from our store. What does this mean? Well, we have them all in stock. We are currently shipping them out. In fact, last I heard, we're at over 20% of them shipped to backers. And so if you buy a copy for the first time, because we have them all in stock, one of the books, you can buy this, and it will come in a reasonable amount of time. Probably around the end of the month would be my guess. You will get the ebook and audio immediately if you buy one of the bundles that has ebook and audio. So check out our bundles on our store. You can get a copy of this. If you're only going to read one of the Secret Projects, this is the one that I recommend. And the art and design alone is worth it. So if you're only going to get one of the editions from Dragonsteel, this is the edition also to get. Though I do strongly recommend also the Frugal Wizard because of the margin art in that one. And just wanted to point out, Frugal Wizard has been 100% fulfilled, or at least it will be by tomorrow. We got our final shipment in. Those are shipped. Those are going out. There's still a few. So if you haven't gotten yours quite yet, the email should come tomorrow where those will all be out. And we're hoping to have Yumi and the Nightmare Painter all shipped by the end of this month, which will put us all up to date on everything that we are needing to ship out. So if you want to pick up this, or if you want to pick up the Frugal Wizard's Handbook to Surviving Medieval England, those are both going to be shipping out very soon to non-backers. And backers, you should be getting yours even sooner than that. Golden Ticket Campaign. So anyone who has purchased a badge to Dragonsteel 2023, our convention, before July 31st will be entered into a random drawing to win the first 5 spots in my signing line for you and a +1. This is if you want to get a book personalized by me. This is the way to do it these days. So make sure you're paying attention to that. All right. Now, let's talk about our goofy podcast things. We have brackets where some of you in the comments thread, I noticed, tell me you're not being trolls. I believe you. I understand that last week's story ideas were actually both pretty even. In fact, the one that lost that I talked about you guys voting for a little too much is probably actually the better story idea, but it's just the worst t-shirt. So that's why. But I'm happy you guys like my bad story ideas. Some of them might actually develop into good story ideas and eventually get published. So this stranger things have happened. Let's just say that. This week, we had, in the food heist, we had the Cascadas Casks, or alternatively, soon to be a major motion picture starring Ana de Armas, versus a Waylot of Peaches. Well, Dan continues to really have his finger on which of these are stronger food heists, because it was 73% to 27% with the Cascadas Casks, not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, winning. So far, no upsets, and indeed, in the bad story ideas, there is not an upset here either. Titanic 2 Sink Harder. 84% to 16% for the imaginary friend story, protecting your memories ripped off from Inception. Glad that you guys didn't like the rip-off story. That's why I never wrote it. It felt too influenced by that. But maybe I will. I did actually play with this story years ago. So maybe I'll put some of the outlines or musings or things like that in a collection someday, so you can see where I went and how it went. So. All right. So just a couple of little special things. Winner of the book club giveaway was, let's see, Katie Nielsen, 7532. So you have won our book club giveaway. I assume there's details in the description. They didn't tell me. They just said who won. So I assume you will figure out how to get your book by looking down there, or your prize, whatever it is. Tampa Bay Comic Con, I will be there July 28th and 29th. Signing tickets available at the Dragonsteel booth each morning. If you didn't hear last week, those go very quickly. So for more details, watch our social media. And if you're going to be going, make sure you try early to get those. That's to get your books signed and personalized. And if you're wondering why, about a month ago, I showed up bald, and the beginnings of Beardo Brando was during that video in one of these updates. Well, that video goes up in 2 hours. Thank you guys very much. Beardo Brando will continue probably through the fall. We are not going to go full on Brandolph yet. Do not expect that. Not enough gray to be Brandolph. So going to keep it trimmed. Someday Brandolph will make his debut appearance, but not quite yet. So thank you guys. See you next week.